All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Dive into Real Estate Investing for Newbies podcast. I have a very special guest, Mike Banks, Chief Operating Officer for Fund&Grow Rich. Some people have heard of him. For those who haven't, this is a good resource, good person. I'm really excited to hear what Mike has to bring to this podcast. Welcome to the podcast, Mike.
Thank you for having me, Cecil. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, with everything in real estate, people are trying to figure out ways of how to purchase real estate. I've done hard money loans, I've done private investors, but to actually have a source where you can use for yourself to purchase real estate through credit cards, because some people don't understand the value of credit cards. And Mike has been doing this for a very, very long time. He has helped thousands of clients get millions of dollars. So, Mike, can you just tell me, a little history, how you started and, how this company was formed?
Yeah, definitely. We've been open for about 12 years. The guy who started it was a mortgage broker in California, did a lot of high-end mortgages. Back in 2007, he could see the market wasn't doing so well, obviously, with the 2008 crash. Getting mortgages became a little more difficult. So he got into business credit, started getting business credit for his clients. And that's kind of how we were born. We were born from that mortgage company. And we then began working with more entrepreneurs, real estate investors. And I got with the company a few years after that. I've been here about 9 years. And that's kind of how we got started. But the main focus now is on applying and setting up business credit that has zero interest for an average of 12 months, and it doesn't show up on your personal credit report. So that's our specialty now. It's our main focus. We've done over $1 billion in business credit. We've got over 2,300 positive reviews, 4.9 star rating. We have a lot of clients just like you, Cecil, who reach out. They want to do an interview. They want to have us on their podcast. We really love connecting with clients, especially people that have already gone through the program. And just like you, now you're doing a podcast. So it's always great to get on these calls.
Right. So let's dive right into it, Mike. First, I know the biggest question is credit scores. People want to know what credit scores that they have to get business line of credit. Is there a certain credit score that y'all look for?
Yeah. Before COVID and all this that's going on, we were usually looking for about a 680 and up. But now the banks have tightened up a little bit. We are starting to see things starting to go back to normal. We're really kind of requiring a 730 score now at this point. And even sometimes people with a 730, they might not qualify based on the different variables. Like if you have a bunch of new accounts that you just opened recently and you have a 730, that you might not qualify if you have a lot of new accounts. Or, let's say one of your cards is maxed out, but the other three have no balance. In that case, we'd say, hey, let's balance the balance out among the rest of your cards so that it's not all on one card. You want all your cards to be at about a 35% debt to credit ratio. Right. So that's one thing. Now, if anyone has like late payments or negative items, then we would talk about that and say, look, we need to get those removed before we apply, because we want to make sure we get you the most amount possible. And those negative items are going to hold you back. It's not worth applying right now. So if you're, high debt, if you have new credit, too much new credit, and if you have bad credit with some negatives, those are the kinds of things that would basically disqualify you. But if you don't have those things, if you didn't just open up a bunch of new accounts and you don't have a bunch of late payments and you're not maxed out, then you would qualify now. And right now, within about 30 days, people are getting results. Anywhere from about $20,000 to $60,000 is what people are getting right now. Like I said, things have slowed down a little bit on the lending side. So, we used to be getting $50,000 to $150,000. Right now, it's more about around $20,000 to $60,000, but still helping a ton of people out. We're actually doing more business than we've ever done before. These last 4 months, we've just nearly doubled our revenue and the amount of sales that we're bringing in. We're dealing with about 300 clients 300 plus clients a month. So a lot of people are still going through the program. They love working with us. We're getting tons of reviews still. But yeah, that's kind of how it works. That's how you qualify.